Yabba dabba doo, yabba dabba dee. Hello, I'm Jackson. I have no good intro. So, hello. Originally this video didn't have a script, but I got sidetracked way too fast. So, now I have a script. So, let's not waste your time. Let's get right into it. So, what is this video? You probably saw the title. Probably. This is a character design video. I was gonna explain the world a bit, but I decided to save that for a later video, when I actually just create the world. I know I should have done that before, but instead we are just gonna get right on to designing my two main characters for my story, Memory Flower. Anyways, on to my first character. The first character is the Rav, or Emperor in our language, of the fantasy country this story is set in. His name is Leonoso, or just Leo. Leo was meant to be a lot bigger and genuinely stronger, but I decided I didn't like how my plot hole set up, so did the only reasonable thing. I turned him into a twink. I mean, I made him weaker. He isn't a twink. Trust. So, Leo is meant to be like a siren and horse shifter hybrid. His hybrid nature gives him advantages that I have not come up with, but it also makes him have a weaker immune system. And if he has a weaker immune system, then let's say he were theoretically to get poisoned by a deadly poison, but not enough to immediately kill him, just enough to make him incredibly sick and slowly kill him off, his body wouldn't have a way to fight it correctly. Yeah, he was poisoned. Basically, when he was the Crown Prince, or Ravji in their language that still doesn't have a name, trust I have a lot of this story planned out. I just don't care to make the minor details. Anyways, back onto the script. Stop getting off the script. Okay. His mother was the sole ruler when he was the Crown Prince. She consumed the majority of the poison, and that killed her. But Leo only consumed a little bit, but since his immune system's so weak, he's dying, which left him alive. But now he's the sole ruler of a very powerful nation. To give you kind of a reference on the scale of this nation's power, kind of think of it as America's power to the rest of the world. That's the best synonym I could come up with. I'm so sorry. Basically, yeah, he became a ruler of a powerful nation at 16 and is violently sick. I'll get into more of those details in later videos, but let's just say he's incredibly weak and sick right now. He has had many doctors and poison tasters try to come in and figure out what the poison was so he doesn't die. But they always end up dying because the poison, they can't dilute it with the same food because that would mess up the tasting. And the poison's just so strong. So, this is Leonoso, my baby fish bastard. Fish bastard is what his Pinterest board name is. But the Rav can't die. He is a main character. And I'm not killing off my baby boy. This is where Asmerus comes in. Asmerus is the main character of the story, meaning he is the character the entire story follows through his perspective. Asmerus is kinda loosely based on a griffin, but with more cat. But the cat isn't a lion, but is a tiger, and the bird is a raven, not an eagle. I don't know the name for a species, so it's a griffin, but special. I swear, guys, I do have this story planned out. I swear. Asmerus, unlike Leo, who can remember everything, Asmerus can't remember shit past 13. This is basically because at 13 someone tried to kill him, and almost succeeded, so his mind is blocking out the trauma, but in turn is just blocking out everything younger than 13, basically. Now, this wouldn't be so bad if Asmus, had his family around. But I took that away from him too. No help for him. He was separated by his parents by his near killer. I know this killer is putting in overtime to screw over Asmerus. But less on his trauma. Asmerus is a poison taster. And a healer. Double. He is actually more skilled in destruction magic, kind of being at the level of a top mage. Well, not even trying. That'll come in later, but I'm too lazy to explain it. So, back to what I was saying, because I got off script again. He is more skilled in destruction magic, but the path of mage requires a lot of paperwork and, actually doing shit. And he just kind of hated the idea. Little did he know, though, he was gonna get enlisted, but not for his destruction magic abilities, for being a really good poison taster. Yes, he got enlisted to be Leo's poison taster and to try to figure out what the poison is for Leo. And that's where the story kicks off. That's where Memory Flower really kicks off, and the whole story follows that narrative. Now, I wanted to end it here, but I came up with 2 sticker designs for them, which is what you're seeing right now. I planned on putting them on an Etsy shop for y'all, but I'm kind of broke. But hey, maybe if you guys get me to 1,000 subscribers, I'll be ready to open up an Etsy shop at that time and to sell these little stickers to y'all. With that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Please do like and subscribe so you can get me up to 100k so I can sell these stickers, and to show me support so I can fully make this little story of mine into a full webcomic. Juicy!